What is up, everyone? My name's Al from Games Rip, and today we're going to be discussing the Simpsons Arcade game. That's right. Now, I've been a Simpsons fan for, well, let's face it, pretty much since the day I was born. I've collected most things Simpsons, obviously the DVDs, DVDs, watched all of the episodes, watched the movie, which, is okay. But then obviously there's a shed ton of games for them, like Krusty's Funhouse, as well as, the other Bart Simpson games, etc. But now we're going to be playing the Simpsons Arcade game on the Sega Dreamcast. That's right, someone has ported, because, this is quite an old port, to be fair, done in the early 2000s. We're going to be playing the Simpsons Arcade port that's on the Sega Dreamcast. Should we take a look? Let's do this.
So here we go, this is it, the Simpsons Arcade game, that's right, the arcade game playing on the Sega Dreamcast, that's right, this classic from 1991 by Konami, now fully playable on your Sega Dreamcast, and let me tell you, this is fantastic. And yeah, as you can tell, the game actually opens up exactly like the series, and then as soon as you're in, bang, you're into the character select screen. Now the actual plot here, you're going to find kind of weird. Basically, while walking through downtown Springfield, the Simpsons collide with Smithers. That's right, Smithers, the villain? That's right, yeah, obviously not normally a villain in the TV show, but he is in this game. He's basically just stolen a large diamond from a jewelry shop for Mr. Burns. The diamond then goes flying and lands in Maggie's mouth. She then begins sucking on it, as she does, as if it was her pacifier, as Smithers kidnaps her. So basically, yeah, the aim of the game is to get Maggie back. Cool, right? Yeah, to be fair, for the amount of characters in this game and the amount of sort of scenery or iconic scenery from the games and the films, yeah, this is cool and they've done a good job at it. And to be fair, of all the different ports that came out, including Commodore 64, MS-DOS, etc., this, on the Sega Dreamcast, obviously, essentially the arcade port, straight on the Sega Dreamcast using MAME, is friggin' awesome. That's right, I was so close to swearing right then, but this is really, really good. The only issue I have with this is there is a tiny bit of slowdown. To be fair, as you probably heard with the music, it's a little bit stuttery. Even the movement is slightly stuttery at times. It's not all the time, but it is certainly noticeable. Now, there are quite a few stages to this game, and being an arcade game, the game isn't massive in length. You can complete this in about 45 minutes like I did. So there's quite a few levels, and like I said, you'll come across a lot of the cool characters. Obviously, this being 1991, it doesn't have obviously the most recent characters, but it does have the most iconic characters, and at the end of each level, you then have a boss fight like you do in most beat-em-up games. So it's very simple in that way. It's a simple formula, but it's a formula that works really, really well. And to be fair, if you've got 4 people to play it with, even better. At the end of each level, you also get a bonus stage where you've basically got to tap buttons to blow up balloons. So this is another cool thing that you don't always see in arcade games. I mean, to be fair, you see it in more arcade games than you would any other style of game. But yeah, it's another cool thing that makes this, and gives it its own identity. So another thumbs up to the creators for this one. What I will say is this game actually plays really well on the Sega Dreamcast. Like I said, it's pretty smooth. There is a little bit of stuttering. But as you can see, to be fair, most of the time runs really, really quickly. And to be fair, the controls, yeah, they work pretty damn flawlessly. Like, yeah, to be fair, there's not a lot of buttons and you can't seem to use the analog stick. Although, to be fair, the D-pad is very serviceable for this. The one outshining issue with this game, and I'm going to be fair, is obviously the graphical glitch that you can see right here. The other thing is actually not because it's the Dreamcast version, but it's more an actual pick on the actual game itself. I just think this game does get a little bit tedious. It is button bashing, and to be fair, there's not massively a varied amount of different attacks. So for that, it kind of knocks it down a little bit. But, you know, I think this is one everyone's going to want to check out, especially if they are a Simpsons fan, or you're just a Dreamcast fan who loves beat-em-ups. To be fair, it's a good beat-em-up game, but it is a little bit tedious. And before I go, I've got to say, to be fair, this is my favourite level. It's a little bit freaky. It's almost like a dream sequence. And to be fair, I think it's meant to be a dream sequence. This one is really... It's a little bit strange, but that's kind of why I like it. Anyway, I've been Al from Games Rip. Hope you like this review of the Simpsons Arcade game on the Sega Dreamcast. Like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you all soon. You can now support the channel on patreon.com/gamesrip, as well as remember to like, comment and subscribe.